Borderlands coming up, so that's kind of the main thing now. Because once this is done, we're gonna play some Apex. But one thing I really want to do, you know, I was gonna get this, and like when I went to go sign up, it was all in Russian, and it really weirded me out. Actually, I'm gonna turn music off, like we've been doing. Is this something else? There was something else I think I was gonna do, but just hell with it. Let's just play. Oh yeah, I was gonna update our leaderboard. Ah well, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It's fine. Thanks for being here. Okay, so we're on the epilogue. The last time we played, we were on the epilogue. Kind of fucked around with my thing a little bit. I was cleaning it up. Yeah. Yeah, it looks about right. Yes. Alright, and what we had done last in the epilogue was that we had shut the shit out of some people. And Abigail actually made a really good point. Like, hey, if you're gonna go into hiding, maybe it would pay to not show off the fact that you're an expert gunslinger. Well, think about it. The game makes an interesting point with that. It's true. It's true. That would be really, really hard.
Mr. Jim?
Damn, Marston's beard's really getting long.
There's a telegram messenger for you over there, near the house.
There is? Okay. Thanks, Abe.
It's like they wanted to catch us up. I'm glad this kind of just started like
What do
that.
you think you want?
I have no idea. But I doubt someone wants to give
There's
me
no
a big
stamina or
pile of
health bar
money.
now? Is that the deal? Can you die still?
That's him.
Can you not die anymore?
I see him. Thanks, Abe.
Dude, our beard's epic at this point. Hey, it's a soldier.
Excuse me, mister.
I guess it's just a
I'm
messenger.
Jim Milton.
But it looks more like a World War I
You got a
uniform
telegram for me?
at this point.
Sign there.
I think I've seen this guy before. I think I killed him
Thank
before. One of his clones.
Jim,
Oh,
stop. If you're the JM I know, stop. It's Sadie Adler. I've got something to discuss.
Sadie. Sadie.
Pay good. Meet me in Saloon and Valentine. I'm there most days. Stop. Sadie Adler. I'll be damned.
It sounds familiar. I think it's a member of the gang, right? Hey, it's Sadie. I can't remember Sadie. Which one is Sadie?
Hey, partner.
Good morning, sir.
That's right. You better pay me some goddamn respect. You monster. Abigail, we're gonna go fuck things up again. Everyone's gonna know we're a criminal. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, Sadie. Sadie, that's right. Sadie. Shit, how could I forget Sadie? Oh, no, this isn't good.
Darling John, a kind lady in the village helped me write this.
Holy shit, she's got great
She had
calligraphy.
many problems of her own, but that's a different story. Listen, I've begged you, but it don't seem to make much difference. I've tried everything I know to make you grow up. And you know I love you, but loving you means I can't watch you do this.
Loving you.
Time after time,
is
we've had to run
easy
because of your
'cause
behavior
you-
and your decisions. We got a son. I got a son. And I love our son enough that I can't have him around while you're like this.
What, working on the
I had
farm?
so many dreams, John. I hoped you would change.
He's
We
gained
all
some weight.
saw what happened to them that didn't, but you... Part of you is hell-bent on ending up the same way.
And I love you too much to watch that no more. Abigail.
Good voice acting. Better be guns. Let's just go get the damn guns and let's get it. Bro, at this rate, you are ever going to start Borderlands 1? Yeah, you're going to love it. 'Cause if we get through this today, which I hope to God we do, so that we can be on Borderlands 2 before August hits. Remember, the goal was July. I'm going to sit down tomorrow and try to do that fucking arena.
Where's the wife, Milton?
If we get around to
She's
it.
out.
I saw her leaving with the boy and the bags.
The Great
What's
Wilson.
going on?
You married? Mr. Dickens?
My wife left me.
That don't surprise
No, remember, we don't have
Yes,
married
you do.
workers here.
Catch you with a showgirl? I hear about you shooting more fellas over by Strawberry?
No, pretty much we
So
were in a
are you,
gang,
Jim
and
Milton?
yeah, it gets
I'm a
complicated from
family
there.
man.
It takes about 110 hours to explain.
I can handle a gun, sure. Them men shot at me.
Just interested, that's all.
Ain't nothing interesting, unless you find gossip about a man's marriage worthy of your time.
Guess not.
Well,
There's work to
toodaloo.
be done, unless you're running off too.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm here to work. Gotta save money, get her what she wants.
Oh God, back
What
to
does she
this.
want?
She wants a place of her own. Said she found a plot up at Beecher's Hope.
You? A rancher? You'll starve.
Probably.
Keep yourself busy.
He's been gaining
Take your
weight though,
mind
dude.
off
He's been bulking up. All right, what are we gonna have to do now? Shovel shit and poke at cows. Pretty game though. Getting fresh eyes on it after our long ass stream. It's nice to look at it and and wonder. Good lord, it's pretty.
Stop! You violated the law.
Pay the court your fine and serve your sentence.
Stolen goods are now forfeit.
Hello. Have you heard of the High Elves? Look at this sheepdog. What a noble animal. Yes. Speaking of Elder Scrolls, good God. That was Oblivion-esque right there.
Hey, boy.
Just fucking stiffly. I wanted to praise the dog, and we both had to get up and slowly, over a 45-second time period, make ourselves perfectly aligned. I don't know what he's doing now. Is that a gun? Why don't we just use our guns? That's what we're good at. I know that's what the game's trying to say, too. Is like, hey, you probably can't stand this yourself, can you? Can you imagine how John Marston must feel? Not good. Not very good. What are we, building more fences? Alright. Oh, he's got hops. My nephew went to go to try to play Anthem of his own volition. He was like, hey, I'm going to check it out. I want to play the Colossus. And the game consistently crashed because now it's almost unplayable on Xbox. If you get near a waterfall, the game just crashes. And then after he sat there and fought with crashes for 45 minutes, the servers went down. So Anthem doing good. Anthem in a really good place. No patch for about 6 months or whatever, 4 months, somewhere in there. No news of any kind. And if you do try to play it, it just doesn't work. Yeah, what is? What Anthem is? What are frogs? Dude, literally, we fucking did two things. We walked forward, we pressed A, and then it went into a cinematic. Apparently a lot of time's passing, I'd assume. Yeah, I'll tell you, yeah, you have. You made the right decisions. Hell, you can play Destiny 2 for free now. Yeah, you've saved a lot of money. That's why, man, I know Cyberpunk's gonna be good, but I'm feeling real curious. Farming simulator. I see what you mean now. See, when you said farming destined, last time we streamed, I thought
Hey,
MMO,
You know, I was
not
wrong about
literally
you.
farming.
Turned into a fine worker, Jim Milton.
Oh, thank you. Means a lot. Hey, you think I could speak with Mr. Geddes?
Time to
See
shovel
if
shit.
maybe he's open to offering me some guidance.
No, I'm sure he'd be happy to hear you speak at least.
Thank you, Mr. Dickens.
And just cow shit right there. Alright, I think we're gonna get to take control of him again. So it's weird, if we want to go back and do anything else in Red Dead, we'd have to completely start this over. Dude, that dog is looking rough since the last time we saw him. His neck is... Where's the girl, guys?
Hey,
Yeah,
son.
speaking of that, we never got
How's
to
that
speak to
bull?
Sadie.
Fine, Mr. Milton.
Your father in? Can I have a word?
Sure, I'll just get him.
Paul!
I'm right here.
Is he drinking?
What's the problem, Milton?
Sorry for the disturbance, sir.
Oh, no problem. My wife, she just began her morning discourse on the subject of my faults. Experience
Of which there are many.
In some ways, my wife also has issues with some of the decisions I've made. Real issues.
This guy's at the foreman
believe
of
man can change,
fucking
sir?
forearms of
Where is this
tax
heading?
season. He took creatine that one
Guess I
time,
don't
and his
know.
muscles are still around.
I've tried to be a good hand. I've worked hard to secure your property.
And for that, we are grateful.
And you've paid me well besides. The thing is, I suppose, I need to get a place of my own. So I can prove to my wife that I've changed.
You ain't changed, hence why you got
understand.
guns on your hips.
I ain't got much money. I ain't asking to borrow none. But maybe you could go to the bank and put in a good word so they could give me a loan.
A loan, huh?
So I can buy that place.
Probably
picture show.
negative. Probably gonna have to kill people, aren't we?
Yes, I know it.
John Jim
Yes,
Milton.
of course, sure. It'd be my pleasure. But take my advice, Milton. Take your money and go buy passage on a boat. Go to Brazil and forget all about family. I'm just joking, son. Just make sure you deal with
didn't
Ansel
sound very
Atherton at the
sarcastic.
bank. He's a distant cousin. Here's my name. Tell him to ask me direct himself. You'll get what you need.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I was young and dumb once, too. You'll get it back.
Cool. Yeah, feeling good. Feeling good. All right, back to cinematics. We had to walk. We got to walk a little bit. Anyway, we want to prove to Abigail we've changed. Time to get into the gun chest and pull out all our, guns. Guns, guns, guns. That leather. Still fabulous music. I think that's the outfit from Red Dead 1, isn't it? You know what breaks the canon is that this music's great. Is why does he look so much worse in the future? So he won't get a bounty, kill them all. Maybe the cinematic will allow us to kill them all. I'm gonna go talk to Sadie, you know that. I wonder what Sadie does get into. Is Sadie in Red Dead 1? You end up interacting with her? I got some drift on my joystick. Oh well, it's not bad. I'm just gonna try to deal with it till the controller dies. Where Arthur's closing. I feel like that'd be kind of creepy. Hold go into cinematic camera. See, it doesn't even want you to fucking play. Dude, this has been like the Lord of the Rings, the end of the Lord of the Rings, where it's the hobbits in a bar for like 5 hours and everyone had to sit there in a hot ass theater. Everyone needs to shit and piss and belch. You're out of popcorn. Okay, that's this right now. Just let it end, Peter Jackson. It's over. It's over, dude. It had its run. The drift on the joystick is meaning cinematic mode might not be a... I don't... Anyway. You buy... Oh, okay, that you buy. You can wear his... I was gonna say, if we're gonna go wear Arthur's clothes, like, dude, he's dead. Maybe we ought to respect him. You beat Sora, now you get to grow wacky tobacco in your little people village. And meanwhile, people in a hot-ass theater who just want to go home have to watch 5 hours of it. It's a tight fit with your body, though. It'd be loose. There's gonna be some stupid shit happen here, isn't there? This is one of the most bizarre things I've ever experienced in a video game. I've got to be real with you. It's such a long fucking game. It's a great game, but it's so long, and it doesn't seem to want to end, does it? Is this really necessary? I really... Movie no one does. Yeah, that book that you can read in like 2 sittings. The 150-page novel that got turned into somehow another 9-hour series of movies. Which I did to remember him. That was nice of you, Destin. That was nice of you. I want to know where this is going, because... Hey, we got Borderlands 3 in 45 days, and... time is a ticking after all. You know, I'm looking at this is... Okay, that happened up to the first game. Literally everything, including the long horse rides. I mean, John Marston's a badass. He's one of the best video game characters ever. There's no doubt, but I just don't think that this is the best decision. I don't think I would have done this. I know this game took a long time to develop, but I feel like they're taking some real liberties here. Obviously, they fell in love with their game, and now it's like, hey, you want to listen to our music for like 20 minutes and ride a horse? Not really. Hey, it's a great experience. You should play it once. But I was thinking about what I would write in the capstone. And I think that if I was going to title the capstone as of right now, what my feelings are, is The Witcher 3 is still better. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a work of art. It really is. It's a very, very impressive game. But I feel like, at least in The Witcher, I get to play more often. And I really actually feel like, you know, maybe The Witcher 3 isn't as immersive, perhaps, but the story is just as epic, and at least it feels like you can be Geralt and become a good Geralt or a bad Geralt as far as skill level. It's a lot less on the rails. I don't know why, but I'm just not interested in playing this game. Well, you don't have to play it anyways. You just prep. You do the quick time events with the shooting. You enjoy the music. You get to enjoy the story. Aye. Then occasionally you press A button or you press right trigger and you're good to go. Okay, how long till Strawberry? That pretty much timed that song perfectly. Like, it's just very on the rails, especially here at the end. And I get it. They're probably like, the player's probably kind of over this at this point. But we're still not even close, I don't think. Like, I'm literally prepared tonight. I thought after we did 19 hours, we were halfway through the game when we did the 19-hour stream, and I thought we would get done. And I am prepared today to go the whole day again. That's why I started early. I thought, you know what? I think I'm close, but I'm probably not even remotely close. I probably still have another, like, 12 hours to go. And I really don't think that's an exaggeration. I'm fully expecting, come around 10 o'clock tonight, I'll still be playing this. And I really don't know why. I really don't know why. And it's disappointing to me, because I really do like this game a lot. I think it's really cool. I think it's really interesting. I want to hitch my horse is what I want to do. Wait, is this still technically an open world game? So that drift in my joystick just led us... Why would you start shooting? Well, shit, Sadie's got a gun out, dude. Why Sadie got a gun? Well, this is gonna piss off Abigail. That was like the perfect time for roundabout. I don't think this is what we were supposed to do, but I'm so pissed at being on the rails that, hey, yo, Sorak, how you doing? Somehow we have Arthur's pistols. Hold on, I've got to maintain this. Dude, Providence, this is like George Washington in the middle of a firefight. Oh, fuck. Whoa. There's a lot of options and enemies to choose from, but obviously in the game, the only is whether Arthur is evil or good. Yeah, and it's like Mass Effect 3, Will, so that it all just boils down into whatever you do at the end. You can turn good or bad right at the very end of the game and then make that final decision. And none of the decisions up to that point are going to matter. You mess with the wrong dog. I'd be okay with dying just to play the mission out at this point. Don't worry, Sadie. We don't gotta. Dude, Sadie's still willing to fight. She's a warrior. Sadie's a warrior. I'm okay with dying. I just want to do the mission. I can't believe drift and a joystick led to this situation. Look, like I said, this game's really impressive. It really is. But I just think it's too long. I do. I think it's too long. I guess maybe if I didn't feel like I was so pushed for time, it'd be a little better, but...
Someone gonna help a fella out.
But, like, I'm not even close to being done with it, realistically. Like, as far as achievements are concerned, dude, I like all Rockstar games. Like, the Rockstar Table Tennis. That game has some of the hardest achievements in the history of video games. It would take you thousands of hours to get through Rockstar Table Tennis. They do this with all their games. They make the achievements.
Enjoy your drink in peace.
Blue, orange, or green, yeah. After 5,000 hours and 10 years of a trilogy, it boils down to 2 decisions.
Leave me alone.
Sadie looks kind of rough right now. Well, it looks like that.
Get the hell out of here before she kills us all. You, get out of here.
Yeah, they call her Hellcat for a reason.
John
Ah, yo,
Russell.
Rikers, Iron! What up,
Good to
Rikers?
see you.
She glassed you there.
I thought I heard a rumor you was alive.
Sadie makes it worth it. The characters are great. This is one of the big strengths of Thank you, Will. So thanks for being a Rikers. Rikers is creative. He's a great guy. He's really smart.
We didn't hear nothing about you.
Super creative.
You kill a feller up by Roanoke?
Probably.
Sure did.
I thought that sounded like you and
Kill a filler.
Abigail and Jack.
She's fine.
Yeah, the characters are great.
She was always so kind to me.
I'm looking to buy some property. Beecher's
I needed my stock, and we needed our Rikers Iron.
Kind of a farmer now.
Stuck in Blackwater.
You
Stuck
know
in
how
Red
it
Dead.
is. Bounties
Probably
mostly,
fucking murdering
and some
O'Driscolls
other
knowing
stuff,
you.
Good and bad.
Look at that guy. Just
Hey, you any interest
totally
in bounties?
subservient to Sadie.
I've gone straight.
She just nearly killed 2 men.
Sort of.
Hence why I have 5 guns.
Oh, it's legal.
Always a good
usually.
time. Thanks, Rikers. I appreciate that, man. Been a long week.
Maybe.
All been long weeks. What's been going on? How's your wife doing with the dentist school, and how are you doing
Strawberry. Got on the run
with
from New
work?
York.
How are the new bosses?
Price for him.
What'd
You
he
still
do?
going to New York?
Rob a bank
Dude, her duster makes her look like a badass.
with a pen. He's an accountant, I think.
Sounds easy.
We're gonna rob a
We
bank.
got a bit of a ride.
This is probably gonna be the same bank we were supposed to get a loan from. Clearly, we're gonna go right back into a life of crime. I mean, we're not even pretending at this point.
I know.
Morning.
Your telegram. You said you had something to discuss. I didn't think we'd be chasing down an outlaw.
Oh shit.
There's something else.
You better fucking ride, Sadie, because the last time we knocked somebody down, we had about a $300 bounty.
Hey! I heard someone sounded like him about a year back.
This game also does a really shitty job compared to some other games
We found him.
of like adapting to random shit that the player does in open world games. Why is the horse doing this? This drift in the joystick is getting
Yeah, we
whatever.
came
We're just
back.
gonna have to steer it.
Didn't strike it rich.
I think I
you
can still just
see.
literally hold A.
You're a rancher now.
That's right.
I aim to be.
Groundhog's game.
Why I can't afford it.
Wife is doing well. She's all prep school, starts in September. Nice.
Folk won't
That's
be
exciting.
around for long.
You got your Borderlands 3 Super Duper Edition in September. That'll be really cool. Working now on finance beyond the school stuff, but thankfully the crazy's all done. Good. Is school cheaper in Canada? Or is dentistry school still like the States? Like it's all private stuff. New boss is okay. I guess we'll see. He's taking 1 quarter to learn the ropes and we'll... But you're safe, right? That's, you know, that's the main thing. You're safe. The Achilles heel of many of game. That's true, but like, I honestly feel like State of Decay with all of its blotches and bugs and glitches does a better job of trying to adapt to the player taking an unpredictable solution to a problem. Like Red Dead, because it's so on the rails in so many ways, doesn't adapt at all. When you when the many times throughout this playthrough that we've tried to do the right thing by somebody, and because we went about it just slightly different than what the game expected,
I'll meet you in a bit.
you know, we lost 10,000 karma and $5 million and about 25 hours of time. Alright, ask around about Nathan. Hello, stranger. Have you heard of the High Elves?
Say,
I ran into some wood nymphs yesterday. Oh my, terrible creatures.
New Yorker.
What is it, citizen?
I had to put them down with a fire spell.
By the nine divines, stay on the roads.
Goodbye. Later. Oh, I guess he didn't hear Nyx, but he did hear about the fire elves and the Daedra.
You seen him?
It's easy to get to Morrowind if you're a wizard and can walk on water.
No, sir. We get plenty of New Yorkers here. It's resort town, you see. The Adirondacks of the West, the mayor calls it, but I can't remember any of the bastards.
Okay.
Ask in the general store.
Pretty sure that guy's an anti-Semite.
To know who's in residence for the season, as we say.
Isn't that supposed to be like an anti-Semitic thing? If you're like, these New York people. You just like compared the New Yorkers to a bunch of like mythical beasts. Yeah, safe for now. Good, good, good. I do. I'm excited for Borderlands 3. Got my capture card for now. I thought you already had a capture card because you stream video games. You're a video game streamer.
Hi there.
Can I help you, partner?
Yeah.
What mission in Metal Gear Solid 5? I hit in the back of a truck and the guy ran over one of his own guards, hopped out and was like, what happened? 5 minutes of searching later, he got back in the truck and continued as normal. That's perfect.
Try in the Welcome Center. They tend to know most of the visitors.
Why are we here? Just to suffer. If it tells you we're done with the experience, as much as I hate to say that, because I know some of you love this game and have played it so well, I'm not fucking paying attention. I'm not paying attention at all anymore. You there.
You
Played
seen
him like a
fella
from the
New
gossip
York?
before. Oh, you guys had a
Tall guy?
webcam and like overlays and stuff.
A few New Yorkers come here in search of the West.
This one's a wanted man. I work for the government. Sort of. His name's Nathan Kirk.
Mr. Kirk, but he's so
Yeah,
charming.
1, the main guy is dead.
Staying here?
Right. 2,
He's
it's been mostly a cinematic,
room 3.
so you're not really all that engaged. That's what I would
Pay
say.
him a visit. It's government business.
And 3, that guy that you played for like 90 hours, that was enough. That was enough. It's a wonderful game, but you should know when to call it. I think Borderlands 2 is too long. You know, this is just a personal opinion of mine. I think games are better off when they're just a little bit shorter. I don't think they need to be epics. I think they should have replayability big time, and Red Dead definitely has that. And that's the thing, is this game has replayability, so should we make it that we gotta do? We only made 25 bucks. We were out at that ranch for like 6 months working our ass off. Hey, cigarette card. That's cool. Like that. We never even touched the cards. We never did the duels. So we could totally go back and play this again, but it's so daunting. Alright, am I ready for another 100 hours?
Mr. Kirk!
Yeah, Records, I'm with you.
Kirk, you
No,
in there?
that's why I like Borderlands 1, honestly. I like pre-sequel
Just a friend.
as far as story length the best. It's a little longer,
Just a friend. Come
but it's
on,
not
open
as
the door.
not as long as Borderlands 2. I think a game shouldn't be...
Open the goddamn door.
I miss shorter campaigns. They don't do it anymore because the critics complained about it so much. Oh, I guess we're supposed to be doing stuff. Hey, at least the music's still badass. See, like, I lost control here. Like, okay, sweet, we're gonna get to play, we're gonna get to do something, and the game just takes over. It does that too much. The door's haunted, no doubt about it. The music is somehow better here in this fucking second half, though, dude. It's even better. This has got to be one of the best OSTs in gaming history.
Okay,
We gotta get after him. Remember, we want him alive, though.
I know.
I think I did like 80 of these missions in our main campaign. I'm ready for it, Sadie. In fact, this is one of the first missions we ever did back in the main campaign. It's 2 stories in one. It's like, oh, that was cool. The logs actually fell off the wagon. That's another thing this game does extremely well, better than any game ever probably. The level of detail in just everything. Nothing acts as it shouldn't as far as physics is concerned. For good and for bad. Say that as someone who's lost many a horse. Alive equals dead, right? Yeah, sure. Pre-sequel is cool. Yeah, pre-sequel in Borderlands was fine. It still had a lot of problems, but I thought it had a good story. Except for the fact that every single person is gay. That was about as ham-fisted as it gets. But right now, I'm... Oh, very scary. You're supposed to tap A to the sound of the hooves. Like, it's not even really gamified. It's still trying to be immersive. It's very weird. What's wrong with you? Yeah, subtle they are not. That like didn't go anywhere. You got no cause to run then. Everything's leveling up super quick now.
What you got there?
John!
That a present for me?
I was just complimenting the physics, and then we just had that very awkward encounter right there. It seems they over at Wellview with stuff since the plotting seems uneven.
It's all a mistake. My wife is a desperate woman. Are you married, sir?
Oh yeah, it's the draft. It's the drift on the joystick.
She made me do it. She broke me. I did bad, but I'm not bad. There is a difference. This is persecution.
The game is very good and even keel, Wilso, and then I agree with you when it comes to Chapter 5. At Chapter 5, I think they officially jumped the shark. You end up on Guam, you would blow up the whole Spanish army somehow, then you end up fighting the American army over a Native American dispute.
Make them happy to see I've got a boss.
So I've got a couple of other leads I could use your help with.
It's kind of
if you're
like
interested.
the later seasons of the West Wing.
I need money pretty bad.
Overall, it's worse, but there's still some really good moments in there. Like the hot air balloon mission is great. That's a really good mission. But there's also some really bad missions. Like, I just really started to kind of like zone out of it when 5 hodgepodge criminals, including a rapist and a murderer known as Micah, which is the only reason I'm doing this epilogue, by the way, because I want to fucking kill him. I hate his ass. And I know you guys are not fans of him either, so that's why we're doing this, because fuck that guy. We're doing this for Arthur, because the game tells a great story. Outside of that, hence why I want to kill Micah. Fuck that guy, but... yeah, I mean, 5, like, random guys managed to destroy an entire gunship and an army and then get off the island. Maybe we can cut that. Maybe we can cut that. If I'm inside Rockstar and I'm at the meeting, I think I say, maybe we can get by without that one. Let's cut off about 6 hours. You hit the emotional crescendo of the game like 10 hours ago. That's true. That's true. Well, when Arthur dies, that's definitely the peak. I don't mind an epilogue, but like right now, are we padding it out? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like the idea of an epilogue is cool. You get to play as John Marston. Maybe if I would be experiencing that not as a streamer, you know, if I was just in a darkened room and had played this at my own pace, I think it would hit me a little harder. But we've been trying to like get through a lot of different content in the last few months. Maybe I'm sure some of it's my fault, is what I'm saying.
Keep your distance. Got a criminal here.
Alright, yeah. That's fine. I'm not going to engage in your Radiant missions. I'm done. Done. Okay, that's great. It's a Radiant mission. That's fine. I don't need it. I'm not curious in the least. I just want to fucking be done. Spoils ruin it for some streamers. People can't keep it to themselves. Yeah, I mean, we did pretty much have half of the game probably revealed for us there at the end, didn't we? What was it, like Unkept Biscuit? Unkept Biscuit kept giving really big, fat hints as to just what was going to happen next. Oh. You know for a fact.
Seek redemption all. It's never too late.
Alright, you're probably gonna die of pneumonia.
Help a blind man.
The game feels like it kind of stopped me here. I don't know what's going on.
$1 for your future. $1 for your fate.
What is your favorite color? Blue. Wait, no!
We're off. I see sand and ocean and palm trees.
Yeah, Guam. I
Find the
fucking
black
hated that
flower,
place.
And you will be rewarded.
All right. Well, I'll have to take your word for it.
Yeah, well said. See ya. What you buying? What you selling? Beautiful graphics though. Dynamic weather, day and night cycles. Dynamic weather, which impacts everything from the way the trees blow to the way that your character moves and horses. It's just insane. I don't think that this part of the game has ever been realized before. I think that this is the apex, the current crest or peak for open worlds. I just wish that I got to interact with it more.
Excuse me, sir. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm here to reform myself by robbing banks.
Yeah. I'm looking for Mr. Atherton. I'm a friend of Mr. Getty's
Yo,
over
Ninja
at Pronghorn Ranch.
Time! You provide. Thank you, Ninja Time. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Hey, please
It's nice of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, be right back. Hold on. Forget what I look like. Just stay right there. It's like this one time I got off the bus from school.
Hey,
And I was in this lady's lawn, and she's like, wait right there while I call the cops. And she went inside. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'll just wait here. I'll just wait here for you to fucking call the cops. I don't guess you're not the right guy. I don't fucking know, dude. Are you getting Mr. Adler or something? Oh, wait. I guess I'd go into the office, maybe? I know your cousin. I'm gonna rob your bank soon. Can I have a loan before that?
I hope so.
Says I got a gun.
I want a loan, sir.
You need my ID?
A line of credit, so I can buy some property.
What property?
An old ranch, Beecher's Hope.
That old dump?
I know it ain't much, but I ain't much of a farmer either.
That was real
I will
fucking
get there.
That is a very unusual way of asking for a loan.
subtle.
Mr.
Marston.
Marston.
Only folk around here call me Milton.
Dimitri.
Kind of a joke, I guess.
Dump. It's priceless poo land.
Which folk?
Mr. Getty's. I work for him. He said that you could help me out. I mean, if you can.
This is gonna go to
Old
shit.
David Geddes told you I'm the kind of man to loan a man with two names money so he can buy a rundown farm on account of his lack of farming skills, huh?
Don't sound too promising when you put it like that.
Well, how would you put it?
Sorry to waste your time.
I need your fucking money.
Down, I'm sure we can figure something out. Now, of course, we'll be expecting you to make regular payments, and given a lack of much evidence you got any means
So
of
in other
repaying,
words,
the terms won't
you
be
are a
too
guy
great.
who will give
But if my cousin vouches
a man
for
with
you,
two
you'll be okay
names.
with the bank.
Really?
a piece of shit land
Absolutely.
with a lack of farming
Thank you.
skills.
Now, of course, we'll be
Now shake my big
expecting our
Fable
money back
hands.
regular as clockwork until the debt's settled. Otherwise, the farm reverts to the bank, no matter how much you paid.
I understand.
Well, why don't you go check out the land while I fix the contracts and talk to Mr. Geddes. Oh, I heard there's squatters up there. We've been having so many problems recently.
Too loud
They
for that at
clearing
work.
on.
They do look like that, though,
back
don't
when
they?
you're
Remember
done,
those
we'll
big
fix
ass
up the
gauntlets you'd always have in Fable that were like 10 times the size of your thigh? In Fable, the hands were bigger than most of your whole lower body. Powerful hands.
Let's go, girl.
Yes, hello. That motherfucker's still around? The guy's still looking for Gavin. Where's he at? That guy was from the beginning. I can't believe he's still around. Where is he? No, I need the guy who's looking for Gavin.
Hey, partner.
Hello, mister.
Where's the man looking for your mate Gavin? I want to slow the horse down.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to slow my horse down. Believe me. There he is. Okay, I don't care if I have to walk next to him. I don't want anybody's money. What is going on here? Why? Game, why you gotta be so freaking awkward all the time? I just want to get off my horse and talk to this guy. Is that him? I think that's him.
Has anyone seen Gavin? How does it?
Slow the horse down. You'd think after all these hours we could get it. This game is still way too awkward.
I'm looking for my friend, Gavin. For Gavin.
Dude, holy shit, he looks awful.
Yeah. Few years.
You look terrible now.
I can't remember what he looks like. I'm looking for him, but I don't know who he is.
It's been years.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I've wasted my life. Looking. I looked, but I never saw. I saw nothing.
He went nuts. He went nuts, guys.
Good luck.
Gavin! Oh, I am so worried.
I think I'm just gonna let this play out. I was tempted to shoot him, but that'd be perfect. And you get to play as him, and it's probably about a 75-hour experience where it just asks you to press A and move the joystick forward. And then occasionally when you do get to take full control, you'll inevitably cause more problems. Rack up $7,000 in bounties and... Okay, guys, only 37,000 more missions. Let's do it. Bro, if you know you've wasted your life, you gotta get off this drug of Gavin. I hope we get to know his story at some point. I'm glad he pops up in the epilogue. He's been the most interesting part of the epilogue so far. John Marston's interactions with Abigail. That stuff's pretty clever. Holy shit, look at that dynamic lighting. The skybox, the horizon. That is absurd, dude. And that guy. The guy looking for Gavin. The hell? Why was it an X on the radar? Skinner Brothers. Oh, weird. John with different dialogue. Oh, that's interesting. Skinner Brothers are a group of outcasts that have become one of the most notorious gangs around. These men prefer to roam the region of tall trees, causing havoc, rather than finding a fixed hideout. I like the picture. They revel in brutally attacking and killing people. Oh. With each murder being more vicious than the last. And these are some creative people. How many different ways are there to kill somebody? Damn it, now we gotta outdo this one. We've already given them the Viking funeral. We crucified the children. How are we ever gonna top this? This diverse group does not favor one type of weapon. Alright, so aka they're psychos from Borderlands. Kill them all. So we don't have a really... Can we set up a camp? So we could go totally open world again if we wanted to. And basically play Red Dead Redemption 1. With... They effectively put the remaster of Red Dead Redemption 1 in here if you beat the game. The base game.